I was watching television one day, and I was watching that popular TV show called The View, which I love. Those women on The View were discussing the fact that one of The View's co hosts had called another woman a bitch. As the bitch calling episode continued, they concluded the argument or confrontation by saying, "You're all my bitches, 'cause we're friends." That prompted me to think about our teenage girls because I'm wondering if women are calling themselves a bitch and a hoe as a term of endearment, what is that saying to our society of young women and young teenagers who are growing up in such a world where we once blamed the rappers for all of these bad names and languages being used in our society today? These women have a platform, and the platform does not edify when we're calling each other a bitch and a hoe. We need to learn that women have stood on the shoulders of great women. And it doesn't matter if the woman was a recognized woman in our society. The thing is that women have what is called a uterus. When you were carried by a woman in a womb, you know that that woman that gave birth to you could not possibly be called a bitch and a hoe. Your mother, my mother, your grandmothers, your aunts, your sisters, none of these people or any of the women that you know and love are not to be called a bitch and a hoe. So I am asking that we think about the things that we say, think about the platforms that we have and use them wisely, and stop the madness. Stop calling yourself as a term of endearment a bitch and a hoe. This does not edify or glorify us in any way, shape, or form. So stop the madness. I beg to differ with our teenage girls who I see getting off school buses and saying to one another, "Hello, my bitch, how are you?" We are none of that. We are women who are phenomenal. We came from women of greatness, and just because the woman maybe wasn't a celebrity, she's still great because she has a womb, a uterus, and out of that she brought forth children. So therefore, we cannot call our women, our seniors, ourselves a bitch and a hoe. I hope that you will begin to understand who you are and who your body is. Your body is a temple that houses your very soul. And so you need to understand that you're not a bitch or a hoe. And so women need to stop degrading themselves. And once women stop degrading themselves, I believe we'll get a brand new sense of respect from our young men who do not respect us, because if we're as women calling ourselves that, why shouldn't they call us that? My name is Elsie Spruill, and I approve this message. And I wrote this book, Say It, I'm no bitch, I'm no hoe, and I'm more than just another vagina. I hope you'll begin to see yourself, understand who you are and whose you are, and stop the madness, stop the madness. You're no bitch, you're no hoe, you're more than just another vagina. And what in the world would life do without you?